Hello, 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 and welcome back. Yes, we are back. Hello, and Happy New Year in advance. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're well. Let's see who we got in chat. Hello. Oh, Inquisitor Bacon. I was thinking about you yesterday. I was thinking, oh, where is Inquisitor Bacon? Didn't see you yesterday. Hey, Ultra. Hello. You're triple jabbed. I am triple jabbed too. Triple jabbed. Yes, Danisha. Danisha says, the G Spot Show. Yes, we are back to the G Spot Show. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if the sound is good, everything's good. I hope you're well. We've got Blue in the chat. Oh, Blue. 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 Hello. Till X. Mark Caesar. Ultra. Danisha. Kitty E. Triple jab too. Oh wow. Triple. Fantastic. And you know something? I've been having a conversation with some people and say, "Oh, uh, what essence is it for you guys who've got vaccinated? You still have a risk of catching it, but at least this is our way of protecting ourselves and the people around us." And what gets me, this is what gets me, is the people who are saying these things are religious. They are the religious people, but they're so afraid of taking the vaccine. I don't know why. G Spot sounds good. Everything is good. Okay, Danisha, thank you. Ultra, how are you doing? Hope you're well. How's your new job? I hope the job's going great. Hey, Steve McRae, manager, hello. Okay, guys. So let's get started. So let me give you a little history, or a little reason why I've decided to talk about this particular person called Gman. Right. So as part of my deconversion on, well, a part of my deconversion story, YouTube has a huge, huge role to play in my deconversion from Christianity to atheism. It was a long, long road, and as part of that journey, I was on the atheist experience and watching videos and getting, getting soaked into those conversations. And one of the conversations that I came across on the atheist experience was a conversation between uh, um, a gentleman who called in to talk about slavery and his arguments. I was thinking, hmm, are there people that think like this? And so left it for a bit, and just going on the YouTube, and I came across some of his videos. I thought, wow, he's interesting, this G-man. And every time I've seen a video of him, every time I've watched, I I don't understand how, if you're a Christian, tell me, how can you how can you how do you feel G-Man representing Christians? Because the reason why I've titled this video G-Man, the best Christian on YouTube, he thinks he is the spokesperson for all Christians on YouTube and everywhere. He thinks that he when he speaks like he is speaking for all Christians. And he when he talks about atheists, he lumps all atheists into one. It's all the atheist community. So when he says atheist community, I'm not sure if he means all atheists or just the atheists that he has spoken to or come across, or but it is interesting, to speak to listen to the mind of a Christian. And the fact that he has been online for a long time doing this, it's interesting. I haven't been here long, so let's get into the conversation. Let's get into let's get into the mind of the person called Gman. Now, this is a disclaimer. I have no hatred for the man. I don't know him. Never had a conversation. It's just interesting to hear what he has to say, right? As an ex-Christian myself, I like to hear the arguments that Christians make, because I was once there. I can relate. I can, identify with them. So yeah, let's get into this conversation. But before then, let's see. Okay, so soon to be triple jab. Sure, you can still catch COVID, but you won't die from it. You are less infectious. Yeah, and when you take the vaccine, you of course you still put the procedures in place. The uh, um, cleaning of your hands, protecting yourselves, wear your mask if you some people just don't like the idea of wearing masks, but wear your masks if you can, if you have to. My son would not wear the mask. He just wouldn't. He just Nothing you can do will make him wear the mask. Unrelated, but your lippy matches your shirt so well and it's really pretty. Oh, thank you. I love lipsticks. I do. I love lipsticks. Just makeup. Yeah, I'm a makeup gal. I love makeup. I think right now in America, 97 of hospitalizations are but you know something, the people who are not vaccinated are trying to paint a different picture. They're trying to say, oh, but the people who've had the vaccines, they're catching it too. So you've gone 3 times and had it 3 times, and still catching it. It was a no-brainer for me. I know it's just I was going to have my vaccine. It's all done. Three vaccines, all done, dusted. It's now history. The Afro-humanist Islam has the cure for COVID. It is called black seeds. What is this? What is this? Okay, so black seed, what is that? Black seed. Here we go. Okay, let's start the video. So I'm going to play the video of G-Man. I'll warn you all in advance. G-Man, he's quite loud. He's quite the character. He's over the top. But it's what he says that's very interesting. And yeah, if that was the case, come on. Yeah, I mean, if they have what you call it, the cure, might as well just roll it out. Let bring it out. Let's get this thing over and done with. Because here in the UK, they're talking about another lockdown. So I'm not sure. Looks like we might be going into another lockdown. We'll see what. Hey, Slim. Slim, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Harmonica Man, hello. Hope you're well. Okay, let's get into this video. Let's see.
We
Okay,
are going to humble.
right. So the title of this video says, Atheists Left Humbled. So let's hear how atheists are being humbled. Why we need to humble atheists, according to this Christian. When you come online and make claims, be assured that your claims could be questioned, critiqued. So I'm making this video. I would be making some claims. And I know that, because Gman, it looks like he's the type of person, anyone who speaks about his videos, he calls them attack. He calls them an attack. I'm not out here to attack nobody. I'm only out here to watch your video, give my commentary, and that's it. Not interested in your personal life and what you do in your privacy. That's none of my business. Not out here to attack anyone. Why such a big deal to get 3 or 4 if you have flu? Exactly. Exactly. We get and the thing is, we take children to go and have the vaccines, and children when they're born they have different vaccines, not just one. They have, when they're 6 months old, when they're newly born, when they're one, when, at different stages. So and the funny part is they don't know what's in those vaccines. So anyway, this is not a show about vaccines, but I think it'd be interesting to do a show on vaccines, because why the I still have people saying to me, "Oh, it's useless getting the 3 shots. It's useless." So okay, let's get started. Let's. So title of the video is "Atheists Left Humbled."
Come walk with me, guys, and welcome to GTV. And I am Gman, your host. And today we are going to humble. Well, actually, we're going to leave the atheists humbled today because it's necessary. And there's no need for no lot of light. I feel like going for a walk today. And if you don't know, I'm wearing my face mask because when I came here, it said I had to wear it. So I have an American flag mask. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. But yeah, I'm making a YouTube video here today to talk about why many of these people are just going to be left humbled. So let's get into it. Okay. First and foremost, I hope.
So atheists, buckle up. You're going to be left humbled in a minute. Well, by the time this video is done. So you're an atheist, get ready. According to Islamic scriptures, Nigella sativa, Nigella sativa, black seed, is a cure for all diseases except death. In this case, COVID-19 will be. Oh, really? Is that something they believe? Mm-mm. Okay, let's get into this video. Let's carry on.
Everyone out there is having an awesome day. I hope you guys got some things done today. Some of you went back to work, got to make some money to provide for your families, which is always good. We know atheists don't like it when Christians go to work and provide for their family because they want us dead.
What?
But I'm just happy that.
So Christians have gone back to work, and atheists don't like that Christians have gone back to work, because Christians want no atheists want Christians dead. Let's hear that again.
I'm making a YouTube video here today to talk about why many of these people are just going to be left humbled. So let's get into it. Okay. First and foremost, I hope everyone out there is having an awesome day. I hope you guys got some things done today. Some of you went back to work, got to make some money to provide for your families, which is always good. We know atheists don't like it when Christians go to work and provide for their family because they want us dead. But I'm just happy that people in general are able to go out there and actually provide for their families. That's always a good thing. And I pray that some of you get raises and that some of you get what you need to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, let's get to the actual video here. All right. A lot of you saw the video that I did about the human zoos. where I reviewed a video where.
Okay, so the reason why this is important to do is I think we need to assess the claims of Christians. Slim made a comment. It says, he's one of the reasons I'm an atheist. If I'd seen Gman before I became an atheist, I'm sure he would have been a big part of me being an atheist. A huge part. Every time I watch him, I just think he's doing the complete opposite of what he intends to do online. How can you make a claim that atheists want Christians dead? Why would we want Christians dead? Some of us have family members who are Christians. Some of us have friends who are Christians. Some atheists still go to church even though they're atheists. So why would we want them dead? Why? He's playing the victim, right? Absolutely. This is a huge. He's not the only one who does this. Most Christians, or even though they're the majority, they always like to make themselves look like they're persecuted. They can't worship. They can't serve their God. Huh? Goodness. Okay, let's carry on.
It was revealed in history that evolution is not the cookie cutter good thing for society, as many of these evolutionists like to say it is. Saying that, oh, evolution has contributed to us finding vaccines, and evolution has contributed to us getting medicine, and evolution has contributed to so many different.
Okay, this is another question. I'm hoping that you guys can help me. Why do they call atheists evolutionists? Why do they call atheists evolutionists? Does it mean when you call yourself an atheist, automatically you become an evolutionist? You become you is it that atheism and evolution are they what are they all together, or do you have to say, okay, because I'm an atheist, then automatically I'm an evolutionist? I thought that being an atheist, all it is was just a lack of a belief in a God, deity. That's it. That's it. I thought that was it. So why the labels? Why the all the additional stuff that they try to put on us? Now, the theory of evolution, that's something I'm still trying to get my head around. I'm still trying to find out, what's evolution all about. Because don't forget, I was a religious person, and we were told that evolution was from was from the pits of hell. So now that I'm an atheist, I'm still trying to figure out what evolution is all about. So I cannot call myself an evolutionist, but for some reason, that's what they do. Right. They call atheists evolutionists because they can't think of someone they can't think of someone beyond how they think humanity came to be. Right. He's straw manning. Okay. So it's a straw man. This is how Islam was made. Judaism plus Christianity plus Gnostic Christianity equals Islam. Hmm. Because of a serious lack of education and critical thinking. Okay, by saying we are, it makes people associate that with a belief system. I see. They can then go on to say that we believe in scientism and relate that to being a. That's another thing. They want to they want to make atheists become they want to put this label on us that we are a part of a religion. I'm not part of a religion. I don't worship anything. I don't believe in any. There's just nothing. It's a nothing. I'm not religious by any means at all. So when you say, oh, atheists, it's a religion, of course not. It is not. Huh? Atheism and evolution are synonymous with non belief. Okay. I get that. But we can't say that all atheists are evolutionists. Now, okay, let's carry on with this video.
Different things, ladies and gents. When in reality, evolution is responsible for slavery here in America, particularly the transatlantic slave trade. Now, I've been listening for the better part of 8 years when...
Oh, my goodness. Evolution is responsible for the transatlantic slavery in America. Guys, help me. Is that a correct statement or what? What? Evolution. How did that happen? How did evolution become responsible for slave trade? Goodness.
YouTube, listening to these lying, godless heathens on the internet make stuff up and say that the Bible was the reason why there was slavery here in the United States. But if you actually do a little bit of history and some research, they actually wanted to make it legal for black people not to have babies here in the United States with their eugenics program. Because, we would have been considered undesirables. Not to mention they put a person of color in a zoo. In a zoo, ladies and gentlemen, in a zoo. And we have the theory of evolution to thank for this. Darwin and the descent of man. And a lot of people don't know about this, I notice. But
wait. What has Darwin... I don't know if you guys can understand. When I watch Gman, I feel like screaming. I feel like, what is going on here? How did we get to this point? How did Darwin and people being kept in a zoo, how the theory of evolution, how did that how did keeping people in zoos and the theory of evolution, what's the how does that relate with each other? Guys, maybe you guys can help me. He's been listening for 8 years and still hasn't learned the truth. That's the definition of just being a little bit slow. My goodness. I've heard Christians be the ones to support slavery and say if it is good enough for God and the Bible and good enough for America. Evolution responsible for slavery is clearly... Can you imagine that, Felipe? Hello, Felipe. Felipe Beraldine. That's a nice name. Can you imagine this? There are atheists that believe in aliens and Bigfoot. Yes. Like I said, atheists, it's a lack of a belief in God. That's it. After that, every atheist can believe whatever. You can't find two atheists that are alike. No two atheists believe the same thing. This is my opinion, unless I'm wrong. You might believe in something complete. You might believe in... I've met atheists who are, they call themselves spiritual. they would worship, not worship, but they still think there might be something out there. There might be, gosh, goodness gracious. And sorry for the quality of the video. It's the way it was recorded. This guy records, the average YouTuber would think about your background, you would think about your presentation, you would think about, how you how people see you. But he doesn't. I think because he's been on YouTube for so long, he thinks that when he comes online, there will always be an audience. So he doesn't care about how he looks, doesn't care about background. He streams from basements. He streams from the weirdest of places. You were asking about his channel. I hear that he's been booted off YouTube. I hear that he's been booted off YouTube for copyright, I think. He's been booted off YouTube. So now there's a channel that's archived his content. And that's where I got this from. The links to that channel is in the description. So if you need more of his videos. But he has a YouTube channel. He does have a YouTube channel now. But I don't think he's doing live streams at the moment. He is one hell of a person. He is. Put on, it's going to be a lot of it. I know. Let's carry on with this video. Come on. Gosh.
Don't
Hi,
worry,
hello,
G-Man's
Richard.
gonna do something about this, and I'll save that for the end of the video. But let's get into this, ladies and gents, because I'm all about trying to help these atheists open up their eyes and realize they are not as smart as they think they are. So let's get into this. Instead of these atheists responding to the video and showing me why I'm wrong about the things that I said concerning the human zoo video, what have the atheist community done, ladies and gentlemen? They've been making videos laughing at people and teasing people. Laughing at people and teasing people. Laughing at people and teasing people. That seems like that's the only thing they got talent to do, and that's tease people. They certainly don't got anything academic or anything educational to say about this particular topic. Yeah.
Okay, so atheists laugh at people and tease people. I don't do that. I personally don't do that. I might come and show you videos of people, the weird things that happen in Christianity and religion as a whole. Show you how toxic religion can be. Show you the things that are really out there. But why would I come and make fun of people? Why would I come and tease people? Yeah, sometimes, yeah, but that's not my goal here. Not at all. Hmm? I laugh at people and tease them, but those people are my exactly your friends and do the same exactly. He was booted off for hate speech. Please let me know if you can see the comments on the screen. He wears a mask. This is the only one time I've seen him wear a mask. This is the only one time. Richard, hello. I hope you're well. You're honestly wasting your time. It's not worth it. It's throwing around these frustrations and fears. Fear of godless people like us having fulfilling lives. Yeah. When you say I'm wasting my time, I don't think I am. Because I still have religious people around me. I'm the only atheist I know in my family, among my group of friends. Some of them think like Gman. Some of them have the same sort of ideals and ideas and believe in the kind of doctrines that he believes in. when I hear Gman, it reminds me a lot of when I was still a Christian. And so that's why I want to speak on the things that he speaks about. Hopefully, some of these people can start to realize, oh, there is something wrong in my way of thinking. G-Man, he he he's a delight because he's verbal. He says how he feels. He comes online and he says it. So yes. Did you say he says that there are no actual he says that there are no actual atheists. They all know God. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, the Bible says I think this they get from the Bible. The Bible says what's that scripture that talks about God has put it in the hearts of men that there is a God, something of that along those lines. As a white Portuguese American, heck no, he's wrong. He is wrong. Every step of the way he is wrong. Let's carry on with this video.
Absolutely nothing
Oh gosh.
to say in the way of academia to prove what I'm saying wrong. They haven't even apologized to the Christian community for spending the better part of 8 years lying, saying that the Bible was responsible for slavery. Now, of course, I don't expect them to, because in their worldview, lying is perfectly okay. There is nothing wrong with lying.
Okay. I would not say that the Bible is responsible for slavery. No, I wouldn't say that. But when the slavery was happening, the religion that came along with it was Christianity. That was the religion that came along with the people who took on the slaves. So, gay thoughts. Oh my goodness. He admits to gay thoughts, but he says all Christian men. He says that all Christian men have gay thoughts. Really? Does he say that? Really? How? And this right here is the problem with one of the reasons why I'm no longer a Christian is because Christianity would not does not promote people living their truth. People who are LGBTQ are the Bible says no, you cannot be this way. You've got to be, it's man and woman, Adam and Eve and children, I don't agree with that. I believe that people should be free to be who they identify as. They should be free to live their lives, you know, and be a true representation of how they feel on the inside. No ancient book should be telling people in 2000 and in 2021 how they should live their lives. I don't agree with that. This is the scripture, Ecclesiastes 6:3:10. God put eternity into the hearts of man so that so that in our longing and confusion we will seek him. Gosh. Okay, let's carry on with Mr. Gary.
As an atheist. Although they have a problem with other people who lie, though. The atheist himself can lie, but nobody else can. That's just kind of weird. I don't know how that works and everything. I figure they would be preaching that lying is okay. But anyway, so they keep saying that the Bible is responsible for the transatlantic slave trade. The Bible is responsible for, they had the good ship Jesus. And that automatically means it was a Christian who tried to justify it. But then when they ignore Darwin's theory and his impact on our society, the descent of man, claiming that the more civilized races are going to eventually destroy the more savage races, like colored people. That would explain why so many atheists on the internet always talk about how I pronounce my words. It would explain why so many of them will gang up on me all the time, because they're just demonstrating their evolutionary racism, believing that they are more evolved than me and believing that they are superior than me because they found out that God doesn't exist, even though they never proved that at all. They think that gives them a right to poke fun and tease people.
Okay, I'm going to ask you guys in the chat. There's 9 of you. How do you prove that God does not exist? Maybe you guys can help me. How do you prove that a God does not exist? I thought the onus was on the person making the claim that God exists. How do you how do you prove that something doesn't exist?
You're on the internet. But the funny thing is this, ladies and gents. The funny thing is this. Now we know evolution was responsible for the transatlantic slave trade here. And all these years, these atheists have been lying about the idea about a person believing that they're more evolved than another person, or this even being considered in the theory of evolution. I have some videos that I'm going to be uploading to my YouTube channel in the future, and I'm going to include it in a little documentary about Mr. Dillahunty soon to prove that this is the case, where they have lied over and over and over again. Well, nobody believes that one person claims to be more evolved than the other person. That's not the theory of evolution. I'm going to have some fun with you guys. You guys just don't know. So you guys are probably wondering, where does the humility come in all of this? The humility comes in all of this because we realize that you guys don't got the education that you guys claim you guys have. If you had the education that you guys claimed you had, you guys would be acknowledging, G-Man, you made a good point. That documentary was pretty good on the human zoos. It's forgotten history. I actually been to the Museum of Natural History, and there is nothing in the Museum of Natural History, absolutely nothing in the Museum of Natural History about a human being put in a zoo and being laughed at and being ridiculed.
How do you find that in a zoo? Is it no, in a museum? How do you? I was in a museum just a few months ago. It was interesting. It was the what was it now? The really fun place to go to. Took my son there, and it clearly showed how the process of evolution, and there were human skulls. How the different human skulls looked. It was a really nice time out, just seeing things that in a million years would never have seen. But one thing I don't think we will find in a zoo is how people were put in a zoo and laughed at. He wants to find that in a museum. Okay, Mark Caesar says you cannot prove a negative. All you can do is argue against the assertions that are made. Exactly. How can you prove that God does not exist? He doesn't exist. So how do you then go about proving that something doesn't exist? How? Gman supports slavery, so his argument is confusing. Absolutely. I've heard Gman say that slavery, according to the Bible, he is in support of slavery according to the Bible. He's in support of slavery according to how the Bible says you should own slaves. He's in support of that.
About all these people that was going to be murdered and killed, so that they can take their skeletons and play make believe that these are transitional fossils. And I'm supposed to take your fossil record seriously? One of the things I'm not going to do no more, I'm not going to waste my time no more debating you evolutionists on whether or not evolution is even true anymore, because you guys can't even respond to this. This is so embarrassing that you guys can't even make a response video about it. Instead, all I keep seeing is, oh, Vecco said a joke. Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. So and so said this. Ha 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 ha. He 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 he. And you guys always bragging about being college students. You guys don't got no college education. I don't even think you guys got a GED if you ask me. And I'm just saying it. The majority of you out there that claim to be atheists, that say that you went to school and you didn't, you guys ain't got no education. Because if you did, you would have been came out and said, you want to know what, G-Man? It's too bad. How come the Museum of Natural History never talked about these things?
So, what has education got to do with being an atheist? Someone who hasn't got an education can be an atheist. Having an education or not having an education has nothing to do with your beliefs. You don't have to have an education to be an atheist. In fact, we all started off as atheists until we were, the ones who were brainwashed and indoctrinated into a religion. We all started off as atheists.
Why are evolutionists on YouTube pretending like these events never happened? You want to know why? Because it's a black eye. It's a black eye to the scientific community. That's why they don't want to talk about it. It's a black eye to the scientific community. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing, ladies and gents, as I mentioned in the beginning of this video. All right? What I plan on doing, ladies and gents, is this. Is I'm going to download, well, actually I already kind of did it. I'm going to actually put them things on CD or DVD. And then I'm going to start going to college universities and I'm going to start handing those out to people, particularly black evolutionists. And they're going to be the target. And do you want to know why? Because I want to know how a person of color, a black person, can sit there and support this theory when it was used to justify a human being being thrown in a zoo.
Does anyone know what he's talking about? How did the theory of evolution how was it used to throw people in a zoo? Is there something I'm missing? Did he do a video on this with showing evidence how the theory of evolution was used to put people in zoos? Dragnot is educated. Most of his anger and comments are are directed at Dragnot.
So Seton Hall University is not that far from me. And then there's Rutgers. I can go over the Hudson and go to New York, and go to obviously Jersey City. There's a few universities I can go to, where I can find people who I want to give these DVDs to question them pretty hard on the theory of evolution, because I done made my mark on YouTube. You know what I mean? I've already proven over and over and over and over and over and over and over again that instead of atheists using that education they claim they got, which we know they don't have, and actually debunking creationism, proving that evolution is actually true, that they were...
Gman has made his mark on YouTube, guys. And he's right, because otherwise, how am I able to review his videos? How am I able to come and speak? He's been on YouTube for a long, long time. He has made his mark, but unfortunately, it's all for the wrong reasons.
Rather just get on here and laugh at people and make jokes about people. So let them keep doing that. That's what they're going to do. All they care about is making money. Let them do what they're going to do. In the meantime, I'm going to do what I got on here to do. And it's not to make money. And it's not to get on here and try to be famous and all this other garbage and whatnot. I got on here to win souls for Jesus Christ and to warn people about the last days. And that's what I'm about to start refocusing my attention on. I'm not going to be paying no more attention to these, to what I would call low-hanging fruit, as you guys like to call me sometimes. I'm not going to waste my time on intellectual inferiors who can't even be honest about history. I mean, we're not even talking about fabricated history. I mean, we're talking about something that actually happened. Human beings in zoos. in zoos, and you honestly think your theory is worth debating anymore? You guys lost in the opening statement from here on out. Okay? And I didn't realize this when I was debating negation of the pig and Matt Steele, but that's what you guys.
Mm-hmm. And I'm still waiting. What statement? You said you lost from the opening statement. What statement? What statements have atheists made? Oh, this is frustrating. This is frustrating. Inquisitor Bacon. He made his mark on YouTube. It's in the shape of the turd. He's such a liar. Absolutely, he is a liar. It's very frustrating listening to him. I don't know how people do it.
Have become a bunch of teasers, a bunch of, your mama so fat type people. You know what I mean? You guys don't know how to debate no more, and you have no real ability to think for yourself no more. Now you let other people tell you what you should do. You know what I mean? I heard a quote the other day that I really, really agree with. And that, what was the quote? If someone says something and you accept it, then your mind is closed. But if someone presents a question, then your mind is opened. I think that was the quote. I might have butchered that a little bit, but I found that to be interesting. That a lot of our, and I was never taught in school about human zoos. I was never taught that. I was never taught that in schools, and I'm pretty sure nobody in schools are taught this today. No, it's not past curfew where I'm at. It's not past curfew where I'm at. There's a lot of people out here. And I walk by faith and not by sight. I'm a Christian at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I depend on Jesus and not on the government or anybody else. You know what I mean? I depend on the Lord for my safety. And that's just the end of that. So for the Christians that are watching.
Okay, just going on what Richard is talking about. I was in a conversation with some people, and a question was asked: Can you be a theist and be? Can you be a Christian and be gay? Is it possible to be a Christian and be gay? And my answer was no. But the majority said yes. God loves us, and God made us this way. He designed me this way. He understands. And I said no. Going by your scriptures does not support you being gay. So how I anyway, I was made to look like the odd one out. I was made to look like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, it is what it is. I think some people just need to make themselves feel good. Can I get a link to join again? Yes. Why would anyone want to be gay and a Christian? That's a good question. You might be going into lockdown. Okay. Right, guys, just 1 second. And this is something I forgot to do. I was going to make this open. Just 1 second. What am I gonna do? Yeah, if anybody wants to join in the conversation, why not? Okay, so let's carry on. Why would anyone want to be Christian and gay? I don't know. Just some people need the feel good factor. They need to have, some people don't think that without God I cannot live my best life. I need God to live my best life. I think some people just need that.
watching this, like I said, let the atheists keep laughing at what we're saying. The time's going to come when we're not going to deal with them no more, and their numbers are already getting smaller. But just let them keep laughing. They're not winning nobody. They're not making any arguments that God doesn't exist. They're not they're not using philosophy in any kind of way in our discussions anymore. They all become brain dead and don't got anything to say. So let them do that, ladies and gents. Let them do it. And then you and I can go out there and we can preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, the gospel of peace. We can go out there and tell people that there was somebody out there that actually loved us and cared about us enough to atone for our sins. What atheist you know is going to atone for yours? These atheists can't even throw you a compliment, nonetheless actually try to atone anything for you. You know what I mean? So I'm actually, once I'm done with this evolutionary, can I put this? Once I'm done basically spanking evolution on a racist perspective or whatever, or I feel like I've done enough videos, we're gonna start getting into the psychiatry of not the psychiatry, the psychology of atheists. These people got mental illnesses, guys, and we're gonna talk about that. And I'm gonna be very specific about what I'm gonna talk about with this. I'm gonna bring back an argument from back in the day. Do atheists suffer from a mental condition?
No, no.
Is there something going on?
The answer is no.
Hello, Wild Hat. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for letting me on. You are amazing. Thank you. Gman, you are a fuckwit. No, atheists do not suffer from mental illness. They share a different viewpoint than you do. They are not mentally ill. You fuckwit. You fucking idiot. Twat.
You know, I saw a video recently. Godless Scummer made a video saying, atheists should not tell religious people, Christians or theists, that they have a mental condition because
No,
they're
he's from the UK. He's from Birmingham, I think. Yeah, I know him. Goggles Scummer. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, atheists have a mental illness. I mean, when you hear something like that, just really, really upsetting. And
Yeah, no.
Richard was talking about in the Bible. Bible doesn't quite address the topic of homosexuality. I've heard that it's a matter of translations. When the word was translated, they translated it to be homosexuality, but that was not the original. That's not the original context. They were trying to, I've
Pedophiles.
not even.
Yeah, they were talking about. I've heard that argument as well. They were talking about pedophiles, apparently. I don't know. I'm not listening to it any more than that, but I've made that argument before, and apparently they were talking about pedophiles.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard that. Yeah. Okay,
Um,
let's
um,
carry on.
yeah. So
Let's carry on with this video. Yeah.
thank you,
Oh
Afro, for giving
gosh.
this new.
On with their brain
You're
patterns
welcome.
when they get on here and they lie to people and tell people that no one's ever presented evidence for God's existence. We need to get into this and we need to talk about this. And here on GTV, we're going to get into it. And again, I expect nothing less than these people getting out there and laughing at us and laughing at us and laughing at us. Because honestly and truthfully, ladies and gents, when you don't got an education and you don't know the topics, that's all they can do. That's all they can do. Let them laugh it up. Less and less people will become atheists. So you atheists have been left humbled.
Oh,
There
right.
is no
Okay.
scientific evidence to support your theory of evolution. There is absolutely, positively no evidence scientifically to support your theory of evolution. What you do have is variations within the kinds.
Okay. So, G-Man, the title of this video is "Atheists Left Humbled."
Yeah.
I'm still waiting
Yeah.
to find out how atheists have been left humble. Hang on. Let me someone was your volume. 1 second. Let me Let me try. No, no. Put your microphone on, please.
Uh,
Wildcard.
yeah,
Yeah. Let
G-Man,
me.
G-Man, you're a footwit. There is loads of evidence for evolution. It is a fact. Evolution happens. Whether it's just a fact. There are changes in allele frequencies over time. That is the definition of evolution. It's changes in allele frequencies over time. It is a fact. G-Man, you are a fuckwit. Thank you very much.
G-Man. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's. I can't. I just can't. This is frustrating. This is absolutely frustrating for someone who doxes women and children.
Yeah,
He is very sensitive. I think, Dave McRae manager. I've noticed that anyone who speaks on him, he the next thing he would do is dox you. He would. It's like he must talk about your private issues. He has to come online and speak on who you're sleeping with or who you're not sleeping with. How?
I don't. I
Why?
don't think. I don't think he's a bad guy though. I kind of like him.
You like him?
Yeah, I do.
Eh,
I think he's an idiot. I think he's wrong on many things, but I like him.
he is. He is wrong on a lot of things,
Yeah.
but I don't hate the man. It's just
No. No.
some of the things he comes up with that just
I think he's idiotic more than a bad person.
yeah, okay. I agree. I agree. I agree. Okay, let's carry on.
In micro evolution, you can't prove that I'm related to grass or I'm related to these trees. You can't prove I'm related to a cat or a dog or a cow or anything like that. You can't do it. And you never will be able to do it. Because you people aren't smart enough to be able to do it. I'm sorry, but that's just the case. But I do possess an education on how you got here. And you are
Okay.
fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God. And God never wanted anybody
I would disagree that he
to be
possesses.
treated like this
I,
gentleman was treated in
I
those
don't.
human zoos.
Okay. So G-Man has an education
No,
of
he doesn't.
how we got here. And
No.
guess where his education comes from? Guess where his education comes from? From the Bible.
Yeah. No, I disagree with G-Man on that point. He doesn't possess an education. He's not educated. He's not. He's just not. Demonstrably, he's just not. He's thick as fuck. He really is.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry,
I'm
Carol.
surrounded by Christians and not one of them worry about it. Exactly. But this guy just has a thing for atheists. It's like atheists. I need to, a strong. Oh gosh, a strong hatred. Would I say hatred or a strong passion? I don't know. I know he makes you. Hey, Beach Price. Hello, hello, Beach Price. He makes
Hello.
me want to slam my head into it. What exactly? He can frustrate you. Gosh.
He never intended that whatsoever. Now, some of you are going to laugh and you're going to straw man Leviticus and you're going to straw man various parts of the scripture. By all means, go ahead and do it. Just don't say it in my presence. Because if you do, you're going to get destroyed.
Oh God.
I'm just letting you know that right now. You're going to get destroyed. Because we
He's
already know you haven't read the Bible. We already know you guys don't know how to interpret the Bible.
Why does
he's
he
not.
always talk about
Yeah,
destroying people?
yeah,
Why?
exactly where I was going. Yeah, yeah. Ah, yeah. I don't know. Why
If you're
just?
trying to if you're trying to proselytize to people, why you want to destroy them?
Yeah, just convince them. You don't have to destroy them. Just convince them that you're right, and you can't do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't. He keeps talking about, oh, I'm going to destroy you. I will destroy. But guess who ends up getting destroyed? G-Man ends up getting destroyed time and time again. My
Can I thank
goodness.
you once again? I know I'm getting repetitive, but thank you, Afro Humanist. Well, give me someone to talk to
It's
you.
okay.
Well,
It's
you got
okay.
you're
Don't
a
worry
person.
about it. Don't worry about it, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't worry about it. And how you doing today? Hope you're well.
Right, yeah, I'm doing okay.
Yeah,
I'm
good,
doing,
good.
I'm doing okay. Thank you.
Why do religious beach price? Why do religious texts always need to be interpreted? That's a good question. And
That,
that's right there
yeah,
lies the problem. Right there lies the problem. Because everyone can interpret the text however they please. That's why there's so many denominations, so many interpretations of Christianity.
yeah,
Everyone, you and I, Wild Hat, can look at the same scripture.
yeah,
You could get a completely different interpretation.
yeah,
I'll get a completely different interpretation.
yeah. If God exists and He wrote the Bible and He wants us to use the Bible to, yeah, He's a. I don't want to keep swearing, but I don't like to. If God created the Bible and He wants us to know what He thinks just the Bible, then He's a fuckwit. He's stupid. He's an idiot.
I mean, just it's terrible. Just this, yeah, that's the My closest friend is a Christian. She couldn't care less about me being an atheist, or not. Does she try to go exactly? I don't care about her being a Christian. Okay, let's carry on.
We all know that you don't have any form of hermeneutic to interpret the scripture, so it'd be that much easier to deal with you. So, like I said, it is what it is. You know what I mean? There is no scientific evidence for the theory of evolution. Evolution is a philosophy. It is a religious philosophy that
Mm-hmm.
Evolution is
promotes
not.
some of the
Wait,
that's
wait.
promoted some of the most hateful events.
What a fucking idiot.
A religious philosophy.
He's not. He's not
How
G-Man. You're a
how
fucking.
do listen?
So,
If you don't know about these things, don't claim to know. Hey, look
yeah.
out for number one. Hello. Don't claim to when you
No.
come out here and make these statements. Like, it's
It's
a religious philosophy.
it's not. It's not. It's a statement of fact. Illegal frequency change over time. It's not a religious philosophy, G-Man. You fucking idiot. So,
G-Man will
In world's
frustrate.
history. We have the evolutionary theory to thank for the Holocaust. We have the evolutionary
What? Okay, here
philosophy.
we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Say
G-Man
this,
said, sorry,
G-Man.
let
saying
me
that all
hang on.
evolution.
Hang on. Oh gosh.
No, you carry on.
So evolution is to blame for the for slavery. Now evolution is to blame for the Holocaust.
It's not. Hitler was to blame for the whole.
Why?
And Hitler was a Catholic. He was a Roman Catholic. His first concordant was with the Roman Catholic Church to get Roman Catholicism taught in German schools. Hitler was a Roman Catholic. Fucking G man, you.
Exactly. Why would there are no words. There really are no words.
Has contributed to us finding vaccines, and evolution has contributed to us getting medicine, and evolution has contributed to so many different things, ladies and gents. When in reality, evolution is responsible for slavery here in America, particularly the transatlantic slave trade. Now, I've been
No,
listening for the better part of 8 years on YouTube, listening to these lying, godless heathens on the internet make stuff up and say that the Bible was the reason why there was slavery here in the United States. But if you actually do a little bit of history and some research, they actually wanted to make it legal for black people not to have babies here in the United States with their eugenics program.
What?
Because,
eugenic.
we would have been considered undesirable.
Oh, oh
You,
gosh.
there was never a eugenics. Oh, you fucking idiot.
Am I going crazy
I,
or
No,
Is
I give
this
up. It's bullshit. It's complete bullshit. There was
when
never.
when when wh- when I was a Christian, these things I never the things that G-Man comes up, I didn't believe in these things. I didn't think these things. I didn't where's he coming up with eh, where
There
is
was,
he getting his evidence from? Where's he getting these from?
I don't know. There was never a eugenic program in the USA. There never was. He's just making
Just
shit up. Yeah.
G-Man definitely claims that Catholics are not Christian. They are eight. Oh yeah, I've heard G-Man say Catholics are not
Yeah.
that Catholics are not Christians. Mormons are not Christians.
Yeah. JWs are not Christians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
He's
seems to know
he's
who
just
the true Christian is.
yeah. He's just wrong a
Gosh,
lot. He's wrong a lot. He's a fuckwit. He's
gosh.
but I
Sorry,
th- again I think he's a good guy. He's just an idiot. He's a blathering fool.
he is.
He is. Yeah. I don't dislike the guy, but he's a blathering idiot. He's
Hmm.
really stupid. So
Wait, what's happened? Oh, looks like I've gone all the way back to the beginning. Oh no.
it's a black fly in your thigh.
And
Ah,
applauding for a person using the N word.
Oh,
And you're
okay.
all going to see it soon enough.
Sorry. Sorry. I went back a little bit. Come on, G man.
And we see these atheists supporting it. That's why I don't listen to them when they say things like they don't support racism. The only reason they're going after people that they perceive to be racist is because that person is religious. Had it been an atheist that was doing that, it would be okay. And if you think I can't prove that, you're crazy. I can show you atheists
hello.
applauding,
I can't see.
literally clapping and applauding for a person using the N word.
Sorry.
And you're all gonna see it soon enough. I'm just waiting to finish up this Dillahunty documentary that I'm gonna take my sweet time doing, because I'm gonna obliterate that dude.
Obliterate. Gosh. Hello, look out for number one. Hello,
Hello
Richard.
there.
My
Hi there.
goodness.
Wild.
Okay, for number one. Hello.
I'm I am I
Uh,
just
can we all officially count G-Man as a good guy but a fucking idiot?
He's a twat.
twat.
Peace and
Ah,
respect,
Gracious.
everybody. How you guys doing?
everybody.
Hi there.
Good, thank you, Richard.
You
Hope
There
Richard.
was
you're well.
something objectively not true said on your stream, the Afro Humanist, by
Okay.
Wild Heart, and I want to give you some references, some citations to go and look at.
Please do.
I
Please.
would certainly share you the links if that's what you require.
Okay.
But it's very easy to find.
I've actually got my because I knew there might be things that come up that I would need to go. Where's my
How
pen, for
quaint.
goodness sake? Right. So all right, let's have it, Richard.
Okay. The statement was there was never a eugenics program in the United States. That was the statement.
Was I could be wrong about that. I was going off instinct.
Off of instinct. Okay, well, if you looked into the American Breeders Society, they were a eugenics society of very white Anglo-Saxon Protestant females who were elderly. The state of North Carolina is presently admitted out of 26 states that they did involuntarily, what's the word when you make someone unable to reproduce? I'm stuck on a word.
Sterilized.
They sterilized black women in the United States, in the state of North Carolina, and they are paying restitution right now.
Yeah, I'd take that back. I was wrong.
So actually 26 out of I think it was 49 states at the time.
Yeah, I'd take that back. I was wrong.
Thank you. Thanks for enlightening us.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Oh, and Danisha, I know it's a bit too much to listen to G-Man speak. It's just But sometimes, I mean, it's good to hear these things. Some of us here, I know some of you might have known Gman from a long time ago and are tired and cannot stand to hear a word that comes out his mouth. But for some of us, we're new on the scene, and it's interesting to see that there are Christians who come out and make these claims, and you wonder, you have to wonder how I've heard people say that Gman made them atheists, and you can see why.
Actually, it's funny to me that Christians assume that they're the intended reader of the Bible, but constantly and always admitting that they will never perfect what is demanded of them by the Bible, which makes the authorship idiotic. Because if you write an instruction manual for someone who can't do it, you're stupid.
Yes.
I thought the whole idea of Jesus showing up was to prove to them that they could do it. They could achieve the law. It was possible to do it.
Actually, what it reads repeatedly is that Jesus is the only one who can and does fulfill the law.
Right.
But so he's never saying you can do this. He does say in the future you will do greater things than you see me do. That's as close as I can get from within the text.
Well, actually, it's not what he's saying. It's what somebody else is quoting he's saying. In other words, hearsay. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, it is hearsay, but I was doing an internal critique.
Indeed. I respect that. Yeah, sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've got to have a shave. Okay, let's carry on with this video.
And there's going to be some people making some special appearances that uses his arguments that's going to be showing up in the video. So it's going to be good. So you guys have been humbled.
Is he lost?
Now the ball's in your court, atheists. The ball is in your court. What you guys need to do is you guys need to recognize.
You asked if he. Sorry.
I mean, I was a tiny weeny sarcastic because.
In which way do you mean he's lost?
Walking lost.
Only that one.
The situation he's lost everywhere. Even he hasn't got fucking. I mean, he hasn't got a source of income, right? So he's living with somebody else. What's this lady?
Shani.
Exactly. Yeah, they were having a row a few weeks ago.
Goodness.
I saw that video.
Oh my God! I just
he was walking inside her house or something like that.
This is like an episode of like a living Jerry Springer.
I know. For me, when I look at these people, when I was a Christian, you were taught to be decent. You were taught to be, pious and be reserved. So when I see people like Gman, Shani, Rev, I'm just in awe because we were never like this. When I was a Christian, we went. Some of the doctrines that that comes out of his mouth, I can relate with, but mannerisms and the character, I think, gosh, how can these people call themselves Christians?
That's a really good point, actually, Afro-Humanist, because your average person is not going to be a zealot. Your average person just lives their lives and they talk about it when they're asked, but they're not volunteering the information constantly. Of course, we are talking about YouTube right here. And you, just like you right now, feel that there's something that needs to be said and you're out here saying it. And thank you for that. But he feels the same way, that there's something that because he is emotionally provoked by a thing, he's out here saying it. So these are zealots. I mean, I consider myself a zealot too.
No, but I appreciate what you do, Richard. I appreciate what you do. You're a theist, and look at you identify as a theist, right?
And Christian, yes.
Yes, and look at us. We can come together and have a conversation.
But you're
We
a
can-
reasonable person.
But that should be the whole idea, isn't it?
Well, not everyone is, you know.
Oh, okay. I get that. I get that.
I don't know.
Never mind. Let's carry on with this.
Yeah. So,
Nice. That you guys have been hypocritical here on the internet. You have on purpose misrepresented God. You have misrepresented Christians. You have misrepresented our Bibles, all because you hate theists and you hate God. I mean, I get you don't like his moral character and whatnot, but that doesn't mean that you got to lie about him and lie about his character or whatever, claiming that morality is subjective while arguing for objective morality.
can you pause the video? Can bring
Yeah.
up the. I can I swear on. I want to get Richard's perspective on whether God is a cunt or not. If he created me, he shouldn't have bothered. He really shouldn't.
Now, I am personally appreciating your existence at least once a week on your channel. So I disagree with you.
Right.
Yeah, but you're saying that one heart is worthwhile once a week.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not marrying the guy. I'm not in love with him, but yeah,
Of course.
he's okay once a week or so.
No, I disagree. I shouldn't have been born. God shouldn't have created me. I'd rather he didn't.
Well, one heart. You only need 6 more people, and then you can choose what day to be loved by somebody and sort it.
He's got more than 7 subscribers.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you sorted it. What's the problem?
So, but have you got a new channel, Wild Hat?
No, they banned me for 7 days, and I'm not got.
Oh,
a new
7 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay.
But God, getting back to God, why did he create me? I wish he hadn't.
Okay, so you wish you hadn't been created. This has everything to do with your mom and dad and very little to do with God. Like, even if you looked at it like the ant farm analogy and the hands-off God, which is apparently true unless you've met God, that God's hands are pretty much off of this thing.
No, but
Then
God created-
hold on. Just want to finish the thought and actually answer you. I want to respect your question. That to create this environment and then walk away from it, yes, there would be repercussions to doing that. But to say that he directly made you to suffer is not really accurate.
Right. That's fair enough. It's just that I was brought up to believe that God created every living thing. So if he created every living thing, he created me, and I wish he hadn't.
I think that's a minority Christian view, actually.
What about
Wild Hat? How do you identify? Do you identify as atheist, atheist,
No,
agnostic?
Agnostic atheist.
You're an agnostic atheist, right?
Yeah, I don't believe God exists, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm an agnostic atheist. Yeah,
it's a respectable position.
Yes.
If God created every living thing, then he created me, and I wish he hadn't. I want to kill myself. So I'll shut the fuck up. So.
Well, you know, there's nothing from stopping you except for, you know, selfish people like me who enjoy your time.
I mean, when I hear something like that, how do we move on?
No.
That?
Sorry,
How do
sorry.
we?
Carry on with you, man.
I can help you move on. This has been an ongoing thing for more than a short amount of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, carry on with you, man. Sorry.
He's probably not in any immediate danger, if that's what you're concerned with, Afro.
Okay. You sure?
No, I'm not. No,
We've got someone interesting. Othangelo.
Oh,
Okay.
please. Could I? It's your channel, but could I beg you?
Yeah, go on.
I'd like to beg you to not bring him into the conversation because he's a presuppositionalist.
Oh, I hate
and it will make
presupposition.
for a bad time.
Okay, I'm going to ask the chat. Would you guys want Othangelo on or not?
Oh, do a poll. Do a poll. Whether you want
Yeah, I don't know. How do you do polls? I don't know how you do that.
if you go to YouTube, there's an option for doing a poll. Someone doesn't explain it better than me. But if you go to YouTube on your channel, there's you can set up a poll. I don't know.
Angelo saying in the private chat, that's not true. Why are you lying about me? I totally lost respect. I haven't said anything about you, Angelo.
He's backstage already. I see.
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
No, Angelo. Okay, I don't know how you do.
What do you mean that? Did I say something inaccurate? Did I lie? Are you not a presuppositional apologist? Why do you say I lied? I'm not lying. That's what you are.
Conversations. I do.
I mean, you are nothing more in these conversations than an echo of Darth Dawkins. That's what you do.
Ouch.
Ooh, ooh,
you're a faint echo of Darth Dawkins. That is what you do. That is not lying.
Ouch.
No, that's not lying. No.
What do they say? The truth will set you free.
Bring him on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll enjoy it.
The thing is, I as much as I would love to bring Angelo on, I don't want to derail from the topic. I want us to.
No,
we're nearly done with the.
Let's do the Gman video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your channel, your rules.
So, someone says bring him on. What do you guys?
They want
say?
a dumpster fire.
Chase over Angelo quickly. Just ask him why he runs from my question to him. Okay. What do you guys say? Yes? No? It's up to you guys.
I would like to let Angelo on just for fun. I think.
Okay. Let's let him on. Hello, Angelo.
Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Hello, and how are you doing?
Fine, thanks. And you?
I'm good, thank you.
I think actually the first time that we speak together, because we usually meet us in the side chats and have our these agreements. But I felt since I saw you the first time live on your channel that I'd joined. So.
But do you? I mean, that Richard Madsen is not a liar. You are a Darth Dawkins clone. You follow his argument. You are a presuppositionalist apologist. Don't call Richard Madsen a liar, please.
Okay.
Funny enough. Sorry, Tangelo. I do second that up. Yeah. You know that also I've spoken to you briefly on the past, but I have to concur with Demolished. Right, you pre-sub with Darth Dawkins and you sugarcoat his argument, right? And when you are together and he tried to win the conversation or you try to be happy with him. So that is a fact. I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
So Afro-Humanist, before I answer, I would like to know if I can answer, because I don't want to
hold on.
Move to another topic besides.
Hold on. Guys, don't go. I'm going to go back to the video in a minute. I'm going to go back to the video. The video's nearly done. Don't go. So, Angelo, I don't want to change the subject, if you don't mind. Yeah.
Okay, I respect that.
Okay, yeah. I mean, because it's your first time.
I'll get serious for a minute. Angelo, take back your accusation that Richard Madsen is a liar. He's not. You are a presuppositional apologist.
Yeah, if you give me just 2 minutes, I will respond to that, and then you can go on with the Gman. Is that okay?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
So. It is true that I've been a common guest on Discord when Dart has been there, and sometimes I'm still joining the streams on Clubhouse, and I'm learning into it. That's true, but just claiming that I am just a pre-sub, that is not true, because my background is actually evidential apologism. That's what I have done for a long time. So what I recently tried to do is to basically use both approaches as arguments. Okay, So just claiming that I am only a pre-sup, that is something which I consider a lie. That's not true.
He didn't claim that you were only a presuppositionalist. He said that you were a presuppositionalist.
Right.
Yes, but Demolish just said that I am just a pre-sup, and that's not true.
No,
I would say that 90% of my arguments, they are based on evidence, and 10% I use also pre-sups, which is an approach which I am learning from Dart.
No, he didn't say that you were just a presuppositionalist. He said
Let's
that you
just say that was fair. I did use the word just in a diminishing way.
I'm wrong, man.
Let's say that was fair. I did use the word just in a diminishing way. It's because I have no respect for the presuppositional apologetic approach.
Well, I don't care what if you have respect or not, but just brand marking me just as a pre-sup, that is simply not true, because most of my apologetics is not pre-sup. That's why I said that's
the rest of your evidential apologetics is based in pre-sup.
No, that's not true.
Yes, that is true. You
no, that
presuppose
is not
God before
true.
you
No,
before
that
you
is
begin
not.
the arguments. Yes, you do.
No, that is not true.
Can I
I've been
ask,
very clear with my position.
Richard, have
Ma'am.
you and Athangelo ever had has he been on your channel?
I don't recall if I've had him as a guest. We have had conversations.
Yes, you've been on my channel, and that today is the first time that I see you accusing me of being a pre-sup apologist.
It's not an accusation, it's a fact.
Okay, so you keep accusing me, and you're a liar.
What?
Okay, I'm a liar.
Okay.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Since I corrected you and you insist of accusing me, you are lying consistently about me, so I am calling you a liar now.
It's fine if you call me a liar. This only helps my reputation. Thank you.
I don't care about your reputation.
Okay.
I just defend my views, and I correct it. Okay.
Right. Can we go back? Can we go back to the video? Is that possible?
Yeah.
Can we go back to the video? Thank you, Athangelo. You had your 2 minutes, but I'll leave you on because why not? So let's go back to video. Let's see. Yes, there we go.
Oh, I believe that morality is a matter of opinion. Oh, but your God is objectively evil all the time. Here's what you guys need to do. You need to, for those of you who are listening, because I know there's probably only maybe 1 or 2 of you that's actually doing that, and I know that there's some Christians watching this. I'm referring to the atheist community that's actually listening, because there's always that one person that's listening. You see the hypocrisy that's going on in the atheist community. You see it. How you doing, G-Checker? Hey, G-Checker, listen to me, man. Listen to me. You want to, you want to see something disgusting? Go check out the Human Zoo documentary that was done, where these atheists are supporting the theory of evolution that supports racism in America. Go look up the Human Zoo documentary.
I thought it was a religion.
That's the thing. How do atheists support people in being kept in zoos? How is this a thing? How is this? How?
Well, I don't think you should categorize atheists, because that's the whole, all of us, right?
Yes.
Some atheists do X, Y, Z, and it could be good or could be bad, right? But we are not on the other side of the fence saying, "Oh, everything is good because according to God," right? That's a big freaking difference.
That's the thing. Scapegoat Iscariot, hello, and how you doing? Says Gman thinks there's one atheist community. He's like a frantic. That's the thing. I've been asking the question, what's this atheist community, that I know nothing about? And if there's any, please sign me up. Guys, what's this atheist community? Do I need to fill in an application form, or what do I need to do to be a part of this atheist community?
It's just talking about all of us all together. It's just making some noise. White noise.
White? Did you say white noise?
Yeah, white noise.
Okay, let's carry on. My goodness.
It is absolutely disgusting. So you can know the kind of people that's coming after Christians and theists here on the internet. But anyway, let me get back to what the solution is. All right. You guys need to be honest with yourself. You need to admit. I don't have a link G checker, but trust me, really soon I'm gonna drop it on my main channel and everybody's gonna see it. And these atheists are gonna have war on here. They're gonna have war. They think this is a game and they think we're playing with all of this stuff that's going on in our society. They think this stuff is funny. Go count how many atheists are actually out there making YouTube videos talking about the events that happened with George Floyd. Not that many. They're too busy making fun of Christians on here. They don't got time to do anything like that. All right? But and believe me, I'm going to be calling names out on this one. I'm going to be calling names out on this from this date on. I'm sorry, from this date and before or whatever. But you atheists need to admit that you're hypocrites. You need to get on your knees and you need to lift your head. You need to put your head down. Because at this point, you can't even look at God. You need to have your head down on the ground to the point that the dust is on your forehead and you can smell the dirt on the ground. And you need to admit what kind of hypocrites.
Sorry. Can we agree that worship is wrong? If you worship anything, you are wrong.
So we atheists need to admit that we are hypocrites. Richard, you're a theist. What do you say? What do you say about this?
About what?
I mean, just what you're hearing. I know you don't agree with what Gman's saying.
I think there's fundamental misunderstandings within Christianity and reading of the Bible. So fundamental that they have no absolute idea, other than a very, very large overview, what it's actually talking about. I would present the syllogism. If it's true that God works with man, and if it's true that man is not perfected, and if it's true that man is perfected in heaven, then it would be true, that would be the conclusion, that God rests from all of his creation once we're in heaven. So what is this Sabbath they are celebrating? They go to church on Sunday not understanding what the Bible is talking about.
Richard, I'm going to go missing for 5 minutes. I need to, Richard, just church on Sunday by Green Day. I need to go and do karaoke. I'll do it privately. Thank you, Richard.
Love you. Peace and respect.
Okay.
So when Christians say ridiculous things about reality, that's not surprising to me. It's evident to me that they're not the intended reader unless the author is a fool. And if they're not the intended reader, then obviously the one who can follow the instructions is the intended reader and or Christ, which immediately puts them in the wrong time frame of 2,000 years ago. It's just not addressing what they're saying it's addressing.
So they've got it wrong then. They've got it all wrong. But how do you know this? And they don't, majority of the Christians don't.
I think there's great I think there's great advantage in someone not telling you what to think.
Right.
And being a free thinker and a skeptic and reading a piece of literature for what it says about itself. I think there's great advantage in that. I think I was privileged to have that because I wasn't taught the Bible as a child nor as an adult. Then I read it at age 42, and I see that it is consistent within itself and it is correspondent to reality. But the understanding that Christians have in reading it because of their dogmatic and traditional presuppositions makes them say things that can't be true in reality and are not true of the Bible.
So if you were to speak to an average Christian now, that's the average Christian that goes to church, doesn't read the Bible every day, just read when the pastor says open to the book of Matthew and open. If you were to have a conversation, what would you say to them?
I've had those kinds of conversations. Usually they thank me and walk away contemplative. Because I'll make observations about the Bible that they and their preachers, and sometimes these are preachers that I have these conversations with, they say, well, we just never thought of that. I never heard of that in seminary. I never heard of that in church. I never thought about it.
Right. Have you seen the comment? Inquisitive Vacant says, I actually would have fun talking to you sometime, I think. You sound like the kind of theist that I enjoy talking to. Absolutely.
It would be a pleasure. In fact, if you'd pass him my email, I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Have I got your email?
Well, if you don't, I'll be sure to
Just
put it in the
put it in
private
the
chat.
put it in the private chat, and
Yes,
I've got Inquisitor Bacon's
I mean, there are fundamental flaws in Christianity that are traditional within their view that make no sense in reality, and that's why you reject it. That's fine. I mean, you're making an intelligent choice when you reject it. Congratulations. But that's a critique of the biblical Christian. That's not a critique of the Bible.
Beach Price says, don't trust anyone that says they have the correct reading of the Bible.
I would agree with that. What I'm claiming here is I have a correspondent to reality coherent within itself reading. If you ever heard me say I must have the correct reading, well, that wasn't me saying it.
Right.
Well, can I respond to that? I think there are core beliefs in the New Testament which are basically held by the great majority of evangelical churches. There are secondary questions where the opinions diverge, and that's fine so. And I think this must be outlined. That let's say if someone denies that Christ died on the cross to redeem humanity and says that we are saved by works alone and don't need the blood of Christ, then this is a heresy. So you cannot accept
that was an appeal to majority. But let me ask you a question about your majorative appeal and whether or not these are actual authorities. Did these people claim if these people claimed to pray to the Holy Spirit, pray through the Holy Ghost, and receive inspiration, and the Holy Ghost is not a liar, why do these church fathers disagree with each other?
Good question.
Well, as I said, they might disagree with secondary issues. When it comes to the core beliefs, which are essential, like how we are saved, if someone preaches another gospel than the one which has been preached by the Apostle Paul, then this person is anathema. It is a heretical.
Does everyone agree on Paul?
So there is a very clear drawing line between what is heresy and what is not heresy.
No, there is not. A heretic is someone you spoke to too long. That's all a heretic is.
One question. I have, me as an atheist, in my humble understanding, I did research Paul, right, to Otangelo. What was the main job of Paul prior Christianism?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I was distracted reading Inquisitor Bacon's chat message here.
He was a tax collector and persecutor of Christians.
Correct. Correct. Touche. Correct. You see, now we're talking the OT. Forget Otangelo. With extremely due respect, we don't care, or we should not care about part 2, which is the New Testament. You have to amalgamate both of them. That is called the Old Testament. The problem about the precepts and the rest of the fucking evangelists is that they touch the New Testament as a softer God, a pussycat God, right? Whilst in the Old Testament, it was a mean SOB, right? And nobody wants to be on that side or worship a supreme being on those characteristics. Now everybody touches the New Testament like if the Old Testament never happened.
Okay, let me answer to that.
Sure.
To me, the God of the Old Testament is the same God of the New Testament. So there is no distinction here. Okay.
Well, hold on for a second. Now, hold on. My apologies. Otangelo, my apologies. I made a video yesterday, right? And you can check it out, or you can check Duff Dawkins. And I'm sorry to say put that, but that statement, absolutely contradict what you just said, because a lady came under the name of Kat, right? That she was a marijuana consumer, right? And she said, I am a Jew, yeah, and I worship the Abrahamic God, right? And Duff Dawkins says, who is that God? What is that God? Is your God XYZ parameters? To the end of the day, he booted her out, or he made his minion booted her out. So if you say the OT God is the same as a NT God, have a word with him, because you are in a clash. Because I will take that with him the next time if I see him, or I may quote you on this video that either you or Darth Dawkins is wrong. Who is wrong?
Well, I am more than happy to discuss that with Dart or with you
I'm
or
just saying.
with anyone that wants to discuss this topic. What I am saying is that what we see in the Bible is a progressive relation of God, and the Old Testament.
So your mic down.
Your microphone. Your microphone.
It's not. He's peaking. It's got your mic. Your mic gain is too high, so it's peaking.
Who, mine?
No. Otangulus.
Okay, let me see.
You're gonna have to start back about a minute ago there,
So
Otangelo. You were not discernible.
Yeah, I lowered the volume, so let's see if it is better now. Okay, so what I see is that the God of the Old and the New Testament is the same God, but the difference is that we see a progression of revelation of God, where God basically he writes his history through human history, where he progressively reveals himself. And the culmination of God's revelation is with the coming of Christ, where he shows us the character of God in a way that it was unprecedented. Okay, but the claim that the God of the Old Testament is a different one than the one of the New Testament, that is absolutely something which I disagree with. So when I pray to God, I pray to the God of the Bible, which is the one which revealed himself in the Old and in the New Testament.
Which is the same one.
Yes.
If I could pick that up for just a minute, did this God of the entire Bible want or dislike animal sacrifices?
Well, animal sacrifices were basically a symbol to the forthcoming perfect sacrifice, which was Christ, who died on the cross for our sins.
So he did want them.
I didn't finish. And animal sacrifices, they don't actually remove sin. The only sacrifice which removes sin is the sacrifice of Christ and his blood. And that applies also to those which died previous Christ coming. So basically, these animal sacrifices, they covered the sins of these people. But when Christ came, he paid the sin also for those which lived in the Old Testament.
I think that's insufficient, but it's your answer as it is.
I just got a question. Well, question is more of a point of contention. I would be, well, first of all, I cannot be cool about somebody dying when he is representing himself prior. In other words, the Trinitarian way. Okay, if a God is three persons and the main man, the Son, and some holy whatever, right? God is sitting in the background in the OT side of it, and Jesus is on the New Testament side of it, saying, "I'm gonna die for you." Who is dying? Is God dying, or is a third part of God dying?
That's a good question.
Well, the thing is that, or the truth, let's say, is that I don't fully understand the doctrine of the Trinity. Okay, so I basically take it on faith, because that's what we have the revelation of in the Bible.
Oh goodness gracious! Sorry, I can't. The Trinity doctrine. That's one very messed up.
Indeed, I concur.
I can clarify the Trinity in 3 sentences or less.
Go on, you're the man.
God and the Holy Spirit have no personage. The Father and the Son have personage. They are a line continuing on into the past and into the future.
Okay, let me clarify. Let me understand that. No, okay. Are you saying, and please correct me if I'm wrong in my interpretation or on my understanding, are you saying that God, Father, and Son, like the A team, Are you saying that they were in the past, they were in the Middle Ages or the Bronze Age, and they are now?
Okay, from what I can understand this, the father is very, very old. He has a son who is born at a certain time.
Okay.
He's born unto a mom and a dad, just like everyone, all the rest of us are, right?
Right.
And grows up and is adopted into the position, predisposed to be of the right kind of mind for the right kind of time to do the right job, quote unquote, Jesus Christ.
Okay, but so okay, fine. But that means he never existed prior his birth.
What the Bible I think claims about it is he was intended to exist.
That's cool.
And was always intended to exist and always intended to be the perfect sacrifice.
Yeah,
fine.
From the Bible that makes sense. From outside the Bible that makes no sense.
Makes
well,
no
that's why they
sense
call it
to
an
me.
internal.
No.
It makes perfect sense
No,
even outside of the Bible.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't make it doesn't make sense. But I'm riding the wave. That's what I'm doing.
No, it does make perfect sense. Just like
Right.
you could adopt the work of your dad.
Yeah.
Even and because your dad is your dad and you are who you are, you could even say predisposed to do that kind of work.
No, Richard, it doesn't prove Jesus Christ existed.
Yeah, well, you just put words in my mouth. I never said this proves Jesus Christ did exist on this planet.
I never said that. I've just got back.
I was trying to establish. That a Jesus, a figure, either spiritual or bodily, did not exist before the insemination of Mary.
Did the person Jesus Christ pre-exist its own birth? Is that the question?
Before.
Oh, absolutely not. But the Bible never claims that. That's a Christian claim.
Correct, it's a Christian. What do you mean Christian claim? What denomination are you?
That means that the New Testament isn't part of the Bible. That's just ridiculous.
Okay, you can say it's ridiculous if you want, but I'm consistent where you aren't. So when Christians refer to parts of the Bible that refer to Jesus having been slain from the foundations of the earth and phrases like that, that's showing the intent of the Father. That's not showing the physical existence of the Son.
That makes sense. If theoretically and textual wise, makes sense, because in the Old Testament it's just the old man allegedly speaking. Remember, right. I'm riding the wave. Yeah, I'm assuming. Well, it is assumed that it's a one-man band. Yeah, right. Only the NT, the New Testament, mentions. Well, yeah, I mean the Jews mention a Messiah, right? That's fine. We understand that, right? But they never said the Messiah is with God right now or has been in the past.
Right.
It is to come.
Yes, it's to come. Yes.
Right. No, you see, I understanding because I'm looking at it literally. From A to B or A to Z or whatever, right? But you got different denomination Christians or apologetics or whatever we want to say it, that they twist to suit the agenda, or they twist the narrative to suit the agenda, right? And I've seen that every single time, every single way. Right?
What I'm saying is more like if we had the computing power and the data set of all the genetics of every human being living on this planet today, we could project forward hundreds, maybe even thousands of generations and say this person will be born.
Okay, can I answer to that, to your claim that Jesus wasn't
before you answer? I think look out for number one. I think it'd be good to have this conversation with Richard on his channel. He does a really good does really good sessions, and you usually get people on, don't you, Richard?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you usually get people on where they can speak and they can ask you questions and all of this, right?
Over your show, and I've been really sorry, but it has been fun.
Yeah, no. Trust me, it has been. But then it'd be nice to go back to what we.
My apologies.
No,
it is your
fine.
show. No, it's not fucking fine. Yeah.
No, it is. It is.
You're the boss lady. What are you talking about?
It is absolutely. It is. But then again, it's nice to hear, different perspectives. It's nice to hear. I mean, we have two theists who, have differences of opinion, which is interesting to me. I mean, that for me is always interesting when I see theists disagree, same religion, same, say, oh, I'm a Christian, but then cannot. They disagree on doctrines and little things here and there. It always fascinates me. So yeah.
But the difference between, not between the Christians or between doctrines, is between the rooms or the scene. For example, you as a patronage, you are respecting the two people in this room. If we were, or if these two gentlemen were in a different room, I probably bet my freaking life that Richard would be booted out long time ago, and I put money on it. Well, most definitely, you put Richard or Tangelo in Daft Dawkins. Richard would not be speaking more than 5 minutes.
Right. Okay.
That's what I'm getting at, and that's it. And go on.
Look out for number one. If you would take my Gmail account and contact me, I'd love to entertain your brain personally for a couple hours.
Can you see the private chat? Look out for number one.
Of course I can.
Yeah, I think he's put his email there. So, okay, now I want to go back to Gman, but I'm not going to go back to that video we were watching. There's another video was sent to me. Another video was sent to me by it was Steve McRae manager. He sent me this video. He says, "Have you seen this video of G-Man?" And
it can't be worse, right?
It is worse. It is way. Oh my goodness! You need to see it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what triggered G-Man. But this Christian who's been on YouTube for 10 years, he was so triggered. He was so angry. He came online. I'll let you guys see this video for yourselves. So you can just 1 second. Let me find the video here. Just 1 second, guys. Oh, you can see G-Man. He is raging. Where is it now? Let's see if I can find.
Really?
I hope I can find that video. Oh yeah, okay, that's it. That's the one. It's coming.
That is the author, Cliff Jumper. Cliff Jumper. Box.
So he was doxing people.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what you're listening to right now is Dragnut on his YouTube channel, violating my terms of service. So, this is what we're going to do here. If Dragnut, hold on a minute. If Dragnut does not do something about that video on his YouTube channel, you guys about to learn some things about Dragnut. You guys about to learn some things about Hannah, Redline, and I don't care how mad they get at me. You get mad at this guy. Okay? I know Redline's real name. I know what Hannah looks like, and all of you are about to know what she looks like too. On camera. If it's okay for you to use my real name, then it's okay for me to use your real name. And guess what? I can delete this afterward just like you can, Dragnut. Now you want to play with me? You got 3 minutes. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to start off with Hannah. I'm going to start off with Hannah.
I'm going to take this forward so you can see him.
This
Just
continues.
raging.
And I'm tired of I'm telling you guys this.
Just 1 second. I think one time.
Not playing with these people no more.
There we go.
They getting on here making Google Hangouts bragging about it. Don't worry, when you get a big DMCA on your channel, you know who it came from. I got no problem going to court. I want no problem. Oh God. That is not even funny. Oh God. So Redline, put your face on camera, dude. Because if you don't, I'm doing it tomorrow, and I'm putting your name out there too. Even though technically, you've already said your name on here multiple times. Hannah shouldn't be too surprised by this, since her name is public information too on Skype.
Gosh.
She also had a Facebook.
There's one at one point he went and
I'm
brought
on here
out
soon.
what's it
Mark
called?
my word.
Was it a
Doing parasitism. From now on, if you're not going to respect our private on my YouTube channel, if I really wanted them, by falling asleep and farting in my bed, and he can get on here talking about some natural selection. You know what I mean? He can't talk about nothing because he's too stupid to talk about these things. You're not worth nobody's time. The only reason I'm making this video because I am sick and tired of this guy violating my privacy, and Hannah sits back and does nothing. Redline sits back and do nothing. And the rest of this godless atheist community who has no morals whatsoever continues to support this nonsense.
Get a job.
Oh.
We got to endure this dumb blink of the year nonsense. We got to endure all of this stupidity on here. Enough's enough. YouTube needs to do something about this. They're already demonetizing your videos. What they need to do is show you guys the door and get you guys out of here.
Is he crying? Hold on. Is he crying? Can you see? Can you see? Can you see?
Sweating. He's sweating.
No. He cannot sweat. Right underneath his. Is he sweating? No. Is he? Because the rest of his forehead and the rest of the side is not shiny, right? But underneath his left eye, right? Sometimes when he goes like that, you can see like a crying rage of sorts.
He's sweating. The reason why I'm showing this, of course, I don't. This is just horrible. If you're that angry, why come online? Why turn your camera on? Why show yourself in this manner? The thing with the internet, it never forgets. And if you call yourself a Christian, you call yourself the one with the morals. You get your morals from God. Well, then, how can you behave in this manner? How? He's crying. Randolph says he's crying.
See?
Really?
I see. I think so. Well, it's not like pouring crying, yeah. But I think he's got so much anger inside of him, right, that he cannot contain it. Okay. I don't think it's fake, but I don't know.
Because you're not contributing nothing to the internet.
There you are. You see, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, like a line.
Getting sick and tired of this. Like I said, you're gonna find out I'm not playing Hannah. Your ex-boyfriend, boyfriend, soon-to-be boyfriend, whatever he is to you, is next.
Yeah.
Tell that bony prima donna, if he don't like it, to talk to his boyfriend Dragnight. Talking about some Gman, if you didn't like what happened before, what you gonna do, mail a bomb to my house? I already have video proof that Redline already threatened to do that. Are you people that stupid?
At one point, he brings out a, I think it's
100 million people.
What was it now?
Over the last 100.
Where is it now?
But you want to know what? Sure. You can get off of my channel too.
Oh gosh.
You can get off of my.
Where's that? There's a point where he goes and brings out
a Dragnut's phone number.
like a hammer or
You don't think I
something.
know. How many of you like his wife's phone number? Tell you what, I'm going to give everybody Miss Dragnut's phone number right now. How about that? How about that? Okay? So just give me a second here. Because, I blocked him and everything and whatnot.
This
Okay,
hypocrite.
okay, that's it.
No, but
I don't think.
No. This is not cool. But
I can't do any more of that.
No,
Sorry.
well, he's pretended to be a Christian when he suits him, right? That's double standard. It's almost the same as the other plonk as well. What the hell is wrong with him?
Which one?
DD. It's actually well. I'm talking about him, Gman, right? In the previous video, he's basically saying how bad we are, the atheist, and this guy is cursing the way out. You know what I mean?
I will put the link to that video in the description if anybody wants it, but just too much. For somebody who comes online and calls atheists people with the mental, the atheists have a mental disability. That's what he said. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Oh, guys. That's Gman done. I'm done with Gman for one day. I will come back with another Gman video. My goodness.
Thank you very much for letting me on. Thank you very much.
That was just too much. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Gman's room is a mess. To be fair, not quite a disaster.
I would ask myself why you think he is relevant to stream his rants and then to comment on them.
No.
I think it's not relevant at all.
Well, when you say not relevant, it is relevant to me because I was once, I shared some of the same beliefs like Gman.
Do you think he is representative for Christianity?
I have people who still share the same sort of beliefs like he does. In my family, in my immediate setting. So I like to get into the kind of conversations, what he's, the things he talks about, and hopefully some people might come here and see for themselves, how this is just outrageous. Thinking the way he thinks. You don't think the way he thinks, do you, Othangelo? Do you share some of the same the things that Gman believes?
I think the relevant question here is, why is his behavior on these videos relevant? Yeah, or whatever he says relevant to the Christian faith?
Because he's a professed Christian.
He is a Christian.
That's the whole thing.
Why do you not criticize or make a stream commenting on an apologist which is renowned, like whatever? I mean, William Lane Craig or Frank Turek or whatever. Or raise some questions about theological issues, about the Bible itself. I mean, I've done it.
I've done it. Sorry, my apologies, Angela, for cutting you. My sincere apologies. I have done it. For example, me, and I'm not bragging because this is the lady's channel, right? But it does not attract. Yeah, shit attracts the flies. Okay, do you understand? No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Sorry, my apologies to you. But I said I made a small video about presupposition. Nobody gives a shit, right? I rant about fucking Darth Dawkins. It gets views. I'm not interested in my channel. Seriously, I'm not interested in my channel. The point I'm getting at, and towards Othangelo, is that if we complain about shit people notice it. That's it.
And this is the thing. We can't pick and choose. Oh, this is a good representative of Christianity. He comes out and he says, Gman says, I am a Christian. And he speaks for Christians. He keeps saying, me and my Christian community, me and my Christian friends, me and my Christian folks. Now, I speak on this because it interests me. Mm-hmm. It interests me.
Okay.
It's something that I would love to speak on.
Okay. So let me ask you something. do you scrutinize, in as much as you scrutinize the Christian faith, do you scrutinize the belief or the worldview that the natural world is all there is?
Is there any more?
Do I scrutinize?
Yeah. Do you
If the
scrutinize
natural world
is all
is
there
all
is?
that there is?
Right.
I scrutinize a lot of things.
Okay, I'm
A lot
asking
of
you
things.
in regards specifically of that question. Have you ever asked yourself if there are good reasons to believe that the physical world is self-sustaining and that it doesn't require a creator?
You just said a daft talking's
Well,
fucking
I'm
question.
asking. Well, I'm
Are you
asking
kidding me?
her. I'm not
Hang
asking
on.
you. I am asking
Hang
her.
on.
I understand.
Hang on.
So I would like that she answers and not you.
Now, I am agnostic. I'm an agnostic atheist. So there might be a creator out there. There might be a deity. Might be. But so far, all the ones that I've been presented with, they, as far as I'm concerned, don't exist. If I can't
But that's
see it,
not. But that's
if
not
I
what I'm
can't, if I
asking
can't
you.
feel it, if it can't show itself to me,
But that's
no,
not what I
it
am asking you.
doesn't
You
exist.
see, I am asking a different question, which you are just dodging right now. And I'm asking
dodging.
because, yes,
Yeah.
because that's precisely what I see atheists always doing.
No.
They focus
Okay.
on, listen, they focus on belief. They focus on those which believe in God and criticize their belief. But what I very rarely see is atheists actually scrutinizing their own beliefs.
Wait just a minute. Are you telling me she could not have misunderstood your question and she has to be dishonest right now? Or are you dishonest as a presuppositionalist, making that assertion dishonestly?
Well, I mean, I'm not talking to you right now,
You see? You thought about it, didn't you?
No,
why are you so disrespectful to me? And you are lying about me. Why are you so obnoxious?
So, Othangelo.
Yeah.
I like when I'm asked the question, I like you to ask me in a simple, very simple terms. It's got to be that's why I don't do presupposition arguments. I can't, that sort of thing, just it doesn't work for me. So if you're going to ask me a question,
that's not presup what I'm asking.
No.
I did not say you to warrant.
I didn't say
the belief that the natural world is all there is. Just that
the natural world is all there is.
All there is, right?
I see the natural world. That's what I see. So
okay, do you think that your senses, they are able to sense all reality around you?
No. He's doing a daft talking bullshit. Seriously, he's doing a fucking daft talking bullshit. Yeah, he's going metaphysics 101.
No, I am
he's
not.
actually leaking daft talking's boot big time with a big fucking time.
If there is a God,
Otangelo, I have to respect the lady. I'm defending the lady. Okay.
If there is a God, right? He knows he can make himself known to all of us. He can show himself up now. We don't need all this back and forth. Do you know there's a natural world? Do you know your senses? Do you know the shroud of Turin and all these things? He can make himself known. He can show himself. Just come on, and show yourself to the whole world. Let everyone know who you are, that you exist, and what version of atheism you subscribe to. How about that?
Okay.
Make it simple. Make it easy.
Yeah. If God would show himself in all his glory to all humanity, do you know what would happen? Nobody would be able to deny him anymore. Even those which want to live. No, it's not a good thing. No, it's not. You know why? Because then even those which would like to live autonomously to him, they would be forced to actually believe in him or acknowledging him, because he would prove himself. How could you deny a God which would prove himself to you? You could not deny him anymore. So you would not have the ability actually to choose if you want to live with
If
God,
you don't
or
have
if
the
you want to
ability,
live
you're talking
autonomously to God.
about Duff talking that she's incoherent. Are you freaking kidding me? Is she incoherent? Say it. Say Duff talking. Say it. Is she incoherent because she cannot comprehend that
I
it could
am
be
not
some?
talking. I am not talking about Darth Dawkins. I'm not
No.
talking
You're
about.
talking about
So
repeated
why
Duff
are
talking.
you? No, I am
You
not. So why are you? Why are you so horny about Darth Dawkins? Tell
because
me.
you are
I have
saying
to
exactly the same thing. You are
No, I
puppet of
am
it.
not. No, I
look
am
out
not.
for number one. Look out for
I am
number one.
not.
If you don't mind me saying so,
I
I
mean, if
do
you
have
are
to.
so, if you are
I do
so
have to
horny
agree with
about Darth
Otangelo
Dawkins,
here.
do
You're
this.
just
Go to
repeating yourself,
Clubhouse and
Otangelo.
talk to
Listen.
him. Then you will be very.
You're repeating yourself now. That's
Darth Dawkins.
and your mic's
I'm
cutting
not
out.
asking the same questions, and you are interrupting while I'm having a dialogue with the
Yes,
host.
I know.
of the
It's because
show.
it's horrible and I can't stand it.
He's
That's
trying to-
why. I'm sorry. I
trying
just
to
don't have that
agree.
kind of
He's trying to
self-control.
agree with you. He's trying to agree with you.
Look out for
Otangelo.
number one. I have to agree that and here's just how slimy this apologetic is. When Otangelo said that he is not quoting Darth Dawkins, we are giving Darth Dawkins too much credit here. These arguments pre-exist Darth Dawkins.
Yes, I concur.
Okay, so I think we're done.
Richard is a nice peacekeeper. I give him that. Trust me.
Yes,
I give him that.
Yes.
Well, I would have liked to have a good conversation with you. The questions which I'm asking, they are not based on pre-sup. What I do is, rather than permitting that atheists constantly scrutinize and criticize my worldview, I ask them to justify their worldview. And this is a question which has nothing to do with pre-sup. It is something which I think both sides have the burden of proof. If atheists demand us to justify our beliefs, the claim that the natural world is all there is also a belief. So if an atheist holds to that view, he has to justify it.
No.
And the pertinent question to that is, which I asked you previously, how do you justify or substantiate the belief that the natural world is all there is and that a creator is not required? You have not given me any answer to that, and I hope that you ask yourself that question because it's very relevant.
Shut the fuck up!
Otangelo, did you just assume that everyone who holds a position is an apologist for that position?
No, well, he's saying that he's correct, and the rest of us, including you, Richard, are wrong.
Well, it's fine if I'm wrong. That's fine. But until I make a positive claim, which agnosticism does not, I don't have to defend my claim that I didn't make.
Right. I understand that. Truly I understand that. But he's not saying that. He's saying either way, you are wrong or we are wrong. Yeah, you, Christian, serve in the different wave, you should be in his wave, right? Because he's right and you're wrong. That's the whole shtick about precepts.
Can just thank Evolutionists for letting me on, and thank you very much.
Okay, listen, you thanked me. You thanked me more than enough times. Thank you. Now, listen, Otangelo, when you talk about atheists, you don't group all atheists as one. I'm not on YouTube to come and criticize and to keep poking at atheists. Sorry, not atheists. Sorry, theists. All I'm here to do is just have a look at some of the claims and does it make sense? That's all I'm here to do. And I'm very simplistic in nature, very simplistic. If your God exists, he knows what evidence or he knows what I would need to believe in him. He knows he can show himself. In fact, he can do it right now. How about ask God to show himself right now?
I've asked.
Yeah, this is. I think you are asking the wrong questions. I think you don't have a sound epistemological framework to investigate origins. The quest for God to show up is one which I always see atheists
The arrogance
asking,
about that statement is
and it
fucking
is
unbelievable.
unsophisticated because you will never ever see that demand attended, because
So
What
it's
if God
impossible.
exists?
not-
Why can't he show
because
himself? Why can't he? Why if God exists? Why
God
can't
will
he
not
show
do
himself?
it, and the fact that
Shut
he
the
will not
fuck up,
do it
I'll tell you what,
doesn't
you
mean
fucking
that
moron.
he doesn't
Fuck
exist.
off.
So you are
Fuck
basically
off. Fuck off.
self-delusional.
No,
Go
no.
fuck yourself.
So what you're saying in essence is it's impossible for God to reveal himself, to show himself.
No,
Yeah.
So
that's not
why
what
should
I am
I
saying.
why should I
No,
believe in him then? Why
no,
should
that's
I
not what I
believe
am
he
saying. What I am
exists?
saying, God has revealed himself through Jesus
Not to
Christ.
me. Not to me.
Well, you can read the Bible, you can see
No, no,
what
no,
Christ
no.
did.
Not the Bible.
Hold on.
No,
I'll send
not the
you
Bible.
piece
No.
of shit. Fuck off. If God exists, then show himself. If you don't show yourself and you require that you believe that God exists, go fuck yourself, you motherfucker.
Go on, man. Go on. Go on, my man. Go on.
Okay,
Go on.
okay.
If I could,
Yeah.
if I
Yeah,
could, humanist.
go on, Richard. Maybe
actually,
you might be able to help me here.
Oh, okay, so essentially, what you've said is, I'd like personal revelation.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what you'd said. Okay.
Yes.
Now, I'm not certain that personal revelation, although a pretty honest request, a fair request, is always going to be met. Okay. Because I can't see such a picture that I know what should be told to whom and where information should be. Yes, withheld. Withheld. You can call that dishonest. I'm okay with that. But withheld information. Ultimately, what you speak of is a singular event described in the book of Revelation where the entire world comes to perfect knowledge and personal experience. So it's not that so much that it's not addressed, but it may not be done for you personally. Yes, that's probably some kind of like a biased special treatment thing. Yeah. If that's fair.
Sounds fair.
But the only one I can say from the Bible that does get personal revelation, which is provable, is the topic of the hero of the story and or Jesus. He's the only one that I can show actually gets that. Everyone else might be making it up.
I thought humans
You want to say something? Yeah, go on, say it. Say what you need to say.
karaoke.
Say what you need to say, Wildheart.
Karaoke.
Karaoke.
Yeah, I'll share the
Okay.
screen. It's a traffic jam when the oil do it. And no smoking sign on no cigarette break.
27 times in that song, they say things that aren't ironic and call them ironic. I find that song extremely annoying.
It's Let It Be by the Beatles.
Is it a video? Is it a video or what? How come we can't see it?
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh.
When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary come to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. And in our darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Oh my gosh, you have a voice. That was awesome.
Let it be. I used to sing in the choir. I was a choir lady. I was.
I'll bet they did ask you.
Let it be for
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be.
Let it be. Let it be.
Yes, there will be an answer.
Let it be.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm
let it be. Woohoo! Thank you. That's a lovely, lovely way to end the stream. Let it be. Let it be.
Would you do a little bit of acapella, please?
I thought even you
Please,
have more
please.
voice than me.
Sorry,
Thank
what
you.
were you saying?
Acapella.
Richard?
Do a bit of that acapella, please.
Oh, let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be.
Oh,
Speak
wow.
words of wisdom.
Too much.
That's beautiful.
Too much.
Woo!
There
You go.
Almost angelical.
answer,
Almost.
let it be.
Wow.
But now I no longer sing in the church. I don't know where can I go singing now? Should I go to the church of what's that? The Satanist church. What's
Just
that
find other
Satanist
excuses
church?
to sing whenever you like. You have a beautiful voice.
What's that Satanist church called? What's that one? Oh goodness, I don't know it now.
I thought you have a beautiful singing voice.
Thank
really,
you.
Really,
Okay, I think
it hurts. It hurts.
Hey, woman, you're not blushing, are you? You're not blushing.
It hurts so much. Your voice is beautiful.
thank you all. So I think we're done for the day. And this is the first of many Gman videos to come. But of course, I'm not going to just be speaking on Gman alone because he's too much. He's just a bit of a nuisance. I think it's too much. But a few videos I would love to talk about.
If I can interrupt, I need someone to set up a stream because I can't, and I need someone to talk to, so I can stop my mental health from make me commit suicide. Please, Richard. Richard, please.
Richard, are you setting up a stream?
Please, Richard, set up a stream. Please, I need you to.
Let's see.
I'm actually on the clock right now, and
Gosh.
I'm at work right now. I
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
start a stream.
Okay. No.
In my very subjective morality, I shouldn't do that.
No, you shouldn't.
No,
absolutely
okay.
not. You shouldn't.
No.
Look out for number one. Do you do live streams at all? I don't think I've seen.
No, if I do it, well, I've do live stream. I've did it, and Otangeli. Well, sorry, not Otangeli. I did it in one stream, poking it into Clubhouse, but not as an interaction. Not as an interaction. It just
Is this a video?
Indeed, of course it is. Yeah.
Oh, we could review. Can we review that video?
Do whatever you need to do. And DD is insulting a black lady.
Who was doing so?
Listen, very quickly.
Who was doing so?
Darth Dawkins. I was streaming live. One of them that I say Clubhouse. Yeah, I don't want you to go there. I'm just saying that that's how it happened, right? It was my first time I ever wanted to poke my nose into Clubhouse to find out how it worked. But I was doing it live, right? And I found Darth Dawkins and many of their minions where they share different clubhouses, rooms, right? So I went into one of them that he was not there. Sorry. My apologies, my friend. Take it the other way around. My apologies. I was confused. In one of the clubhouses that I was looking at, Darth Dawkins is actually saying to he was inviting people up, right? So he invited somebody up, but the lady was not apparently online or something like that. Yeah, online. I mean, readily available. She was AFK, away from keyboard, right? And her picture, her icon was of herself with a, shall we call, decent cleavage.
Right.
right? Okay, she was predominant visually, right? Right.
Can I thank you? Afro-humanist.
Listen, she was a
no. No, I'm gonna have to leave. Just stream this live, and I'm gonna join the stream. Thank you, Afro-humanist. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
He puts her down, right? Oh, saying she hasn't got anything to do with this and that, whatever. But and then she criticized her once she's booted down of her that she don't have enough money to clothe herself.
Oh no!
And she never interacted with the guy. Really a sexist approach and really fucking disgusting manner the way he behaved like that. Yeah, it was only a 30-second thing, right? But really nasty. Really nasty.
Oh goodness! I think I'll come and search for that video and see if we can at some point might review that video. Just
a portion. It's just a portion. I don't have your email, but I can actually.
I'll put it in the private chat now.
Yeah, saying to you exactly. I linked the video and the second, so you don't have to watch the whole freaking thing because it's not necessary. It's just a particular point of view. It's not actually quite disgusting. It's normal for him, but it's still disgusting.
I bet it is. I'm not keen on Darth at all.
Oh no.
Not keen on.
He will. Unfortunately, he will. Well, gonna sound nasty, but he will abuse you, verbally, emotionally.
No, not
right?
keen.
Seriously, he's a nasty person.
No. Anyways, that's it for us. We've been going for almost 2.5 hours, which is good. So I'm just so pleased that my my gadgets are working and we can carry on doing this. Like, I am just so pleased. I thank all of you for coming out, and both of you look out for number one and Richard. Have you got his email now, so you can set up a stream and carry on the conversation. Richard,
thank you.
Richard, you put your links in the chat so I can send it to Inquisitor Bacon.
Yeah, it's in the private chat now.
Okay,
you just need to scroll up.
Right, I saw it. Yeah,
I think I have it. Okay,
or scroll down, or however you say that. I don't know.
Scroll up into the past. Up into the past.
Yeah,
or scroll down.
The past. That's one way
scroll
to say
down
it.
up into the past. Yeah. It's true. It's factual.
Randolph, I'm sure I've seen you and Darth have had conversations. I've seen 2 so far. You and Darth having a conversation. I think it wasn't just both of you. There were other people in the room. But I'm sure you, Randolph, you've had conversations with Darth, haven't you?
I've had conversation with Darth Dawkins on Math Pig's channel, and he was really quite, I don't know, I'd have been embarrassed if I were he. He pretended that when I quoted some parts of the Bible, he asked me where those parts were as if they don't exist in the text.
Is this still on Math Pig's channel?
Oh, yes, of course.
I need to go find it. Do you know?
Dr. Joshua Bowen said my favorite conversation what was involving me on Math Pig's channel. Yeah.
Which one? Say that again.
It doesn't matter if you don't know who Dr. Joshua Bowen is of Digital.
I know Dr. Joshua Bowen. I know
okay.
Dr. Joshua Bowen. Yes.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Cheers, BJ.
Okay, guys. Anyways,
well, I know that I am much hated, but I mean that's what it is. So.
Desert Woman, you've just arrived while the live stream is about to end. Oh shoot, never mind. So guys, live stream is working, everything's working now, so I will be here on a regular basis to talk about any and everything to do with religion. And
can we get a vote for like 5% of you singing? Can we get like 5%, maybe something like that? What do you think?
Did you say vote? Me
Yeah,
singing?
I want to put in my vote for 5% of your show is you singing.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes, yes. No. And it has to be a must. It has to be your intro.
Ooh, that would be good.
Ooh.
You should sing an intro.
An
Yes.
intro. Okay. Right.
Yeah,
I'll
that's a
think of that.
smart. That's
Okay.
good. That's
Okay.
What
good.
can I
That
say?
might be,
Okay,
yeah, that
I've
might be
been
something.
inspired.
That might be some. I think the topic of maybe the title of the song could be The Shroud of Turin, since Atheists
No, what
here.
about Amazing Grace?
A Shroud of Turin.
What
I mean,
about
oh
Amazing
gosh,
Grace?
not Amazing Grace. Oh gosh. I'm sick and tired of Amazing Grace. I think I've sang Amazing Grace so many times, and no, so many times. No, no thanks.
So
Besides, it
you
should
have
be a
been a
humanist
so
song.
you have been a Christian prior to become
Yes,
an atheist? For
yes.
how long?
I was born a Christian. Born a Christian
Yes, but for
family.
how long have you been Christian? Or when did you deconvert?
About 3 years ago, 2.5, no, 2.5 years ago.
Oh,
Not too long
so you
ago.
have been a lifelong Christian, and 3 years ago you lost your faith?
Yes.
Wow.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I think I honestly think that it is the worst decision that you have taken in your life. I sincerely hope that you will review it.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, of course you
I
do now.
completely disagree.
Yeah, but
Well,
Uh,
I mean,
if you're
atheism
in the
doesn't
position
give
of
you
agnosticism,
anything. I mean, atheism doesn't give you anything,
It doesn't
and
give
I
anything.
would,
It doesn't
and
give.
I,
It's a
and
lack of belief.
I would, yes, and I would sincerely encourage you to ask yourself how you justify the
Really?
belief that the natural world is all there is.
Again, the
Because
same
this is a
question.
question. Because this is a question which I never see atheists asking themselves and then giving a consistent answer to that question.
that's a
Thank
good
you,
suggestion,
Othangelo.
Dean Kruger. That's a good suggestion. That's a great song.
Thank you, Othangelo. But let me tell you, the best decision ever was deconverting from Christianity. Best decision yet. And I did not deconvert because I was looking for something on the other side. I deconverted because, I mean, I had to. I saw the light. And when you see the light and you see that it's all made up, there's no going back from that. It's all just made up stories. So no, not for me. And I'm good. Atheism doesn't offer me anything. So what? But at least I haven't got to be terrified of going to hell. I haven't got to constantly be walking around trying to please a God. He's there 24/7 watching my every move. But guess what? He doesn't even exist. So it's pointless. Absolutely pointless.
I want to
Well,
let
I
you
think,
close the show,
well,
but you've just
yeah,
said so much that provokes me.
well,
Okay, all right, Richard. All right, Richard. I know. But that's something we can have this conversation.
Okay.
How about Richard? Maybe me and you, we can have a conversation, right? Maybe
That would be an honor.
okay. Yeah, I think that might be something we could do. Maybe you I'm not trying to go back to Christianity. No chance of that happening. But
No,
you
I
know
wouldn't want you
something,
to.
you make the Christian just listening to you gives me hope, right? That there are people like yourself out there who make you see the other side, the nicer side of Christianity, you know?
Let me
So
give you a teaser, just a little something to bon appetit, something to whet the
okay.
appetite. Um, if I say something like, "I know every hair on the head of my dog," would that imply in any way that I know every hair on the head of every dog?
No, of course not.
You see, that's the Christian mistake right there. There it is.
Sorry, I'm not getting that. What's the Christian mistake?
The omnipotence, the thing that you said, God is watching all the time. What the Bible actually claims is that God is watching the one who prays to him constantly all the time.
Only the one who prays.
Yeah, that is just saying it's voluntary.
So the people who are not praying to God, he's not watching them.
He's not capable of it if they're not in prayer.
That's not what we were taught. That's not
I
what
know.
That's not
we were taught that he watches,
That's not
he sees
biblical.
every.
Yeah.
Oh, see,
No, I can-
Evangelo says it's not
Yeah.
biblical. Of course not.
It's not biblical.
See, I love
Well,
it when two Christians,
Which
you know,
part
you
isn't
say
biblical?
one thing, he
That
says
God
something
is, or
else.
that God...
Look out for number one. You see why we're atheists?
Oh no, I agree with
Can
you.
you see it?
Yeah, you
I
don't
think-
agree with the Bible. You are full heretic mode. So
I absolutely call myself a heretic. I wish you'd learn to
yeah.
pronounce it. But,
right.
Um,
So what I would say to you, African humanist, is this:
Yes.
maybe you don't understand how much God loves you and loves each of us.
Bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, God loves me so much. He killed his
That's-
son for me. Oh,
Yes,
loving
that's
God.
bound to be very
paid for
meaningful
your
considering
sin.
it's a...
and I
You know
don't
you're
have to be
referring-
concerned about my sins because
what's a loving God? He loves me so much, but has to kill his own son for
Yes.
me.
Oh,
No,
Tangelo,
no,
you may as
Christ,
well...
no, Christ, he gave his life freely because he loves you.
Oh, Tangelo,
no.
you might as well be quoting
Okay.
Superman
So
comics.
he has given his
Right.
life for you. He gave it freely. He didn't.
Oh, but I
he
didn't ask.
was
I
not-
didn't ask
he was
him
not
to.
obliged.
I didn't ask him to. There was
Af-
no
Yeah, so
need.
African
so you
humanists,
are
the
free.
problem here is that you
That's
don't
why
understand how
you
much
are-
Clark
Shut
Kent
up,
loves
Richard.
you.
Shut
That's
up.
the
Oh.
If you just understood that Clark Kent is the most powerful being ever on the planet and cares deeply about your security and safety, especially as an American, because he's on the side of America, you know. And if you just accept this, your life could be so much better in so many ways.
I
So
disagree with him.
that's
Okay.
No,
so
Luke
humanist-
Skywalker is more powerful
Can I-
because he's got
can
the
I
Force.
ask-
Ooh,
Can I
you
ask
got a point.
Richard, if I was to believe that, does
Yeah.
anybody have to die for me to believe that?
Oh, you mean the sacrifice?
In
Yeah.
Spider-Man or Superman, does anyone have to die for?
Yeah, apparently a whole bunch of like Japanese people about 70 years
Oh.
ago, and then a whole lot of like Russian people about 45 years ago, and then master criminals, then eventually aliens have to die.
Oh, but hold on.
Yeah.
No. But you know the irony behind that if you repent, those nasty people go to heaven for some weird reason.
That is odd.
But you know, this is so beautiful, African, about my faith. God isn't obligating me to believe and to surrender, to accept his offer of forgiveness. So he has given you free will, and you are free to reject it. That's why we have free will. And that's what I think is so beautiful. He hasn't made us robots, which are pre-programmed to do what he wants. He has given us the freedom to either enjoy him, to live with him, to receive his grace and love and forgiveness or not. And you are freely throwing it away. I mean, you're free to do that, but I don't think you are winning anything by doing that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well,
you establish that the old man exists first, and then she's got a justification to reject or not. Even so, the guy in the Old Testament behaved so badly that it's not even worthy of worship, in my opinion, if it exists.
But what kind of God? What kind of God loves us so much, but then creates a place where people are going to burn for eternity? Does that make any sense?
It makes sense because God is not only...
Why would a loving God do that?
He's going to say perfectly just.
Well, because God is not only loving, but he's also just.
See?
And justice means that sin and evil demands punishment.
Are you talking about the Christian God?
So you have basically two ways here. either Christ carried your sins on the cross and paid for your sins, or you are going to pay for yourself. It's your choice.
I got a
Now,
question. I got a question to Athangelo.
Wait, let me quickly ask, and then you can ask, right? Athangelo, how do you know you've got the right God?
Oh, my question was halfway there.
Wow.
Was it halfway? Yeah. Okay. You ask your question. Look out for number one. That's it. After your question, that's it. We'll bring this live stream to a close.
Why are you constantly interrupting? Are you unable to have a decent conversation without interrupting constantly?
Look out for number one. You can ask your question.
Thank you.
Do you have to be the center of attention constantly?
Yeah, you, Richard, you are the same. You constantly interrupt when people are talking. So you are unable to have a decent conversation.
Come on, man. You're going to say the same crap that people have been saying for 2,000 years. Why am I interested in hearing it?
Yeah, so right now, I am talking to the humanist right now, and you are interrupting constantly.
She's heard his stuff too.
And if you call the gospel crap, then you are simply not a Christian.
Oh, good move, Darth. I really fell for that. Good job. Good job. That is definitely exactly what I said, you dishonest bastard.
Yeah. So humanist, what was your point again?
I'm sorry. I'm not going to stand for that. You're a dishonest bastard. You are a liar. You just twisted exactly what I'd said to exactly what I did not say. Yet you started the show complaining about me being dishonest when my experience of your apologetic has been presuppositional. Did I say that's conclusively everything you've ever said? No. And I apologized when I didn't have to. And now, you little fucking prick, you can piss off permanent. What do you think of that?
So, the humanist, can you
just ignore it?
Please?
No, it's fine. I've got to go. I've got to go now. Did you see? I just took the call. Yeah. So I've got to go. Unfortunately, that's we can have a conversation another time. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Why not? Okay, guys. That's us done. We've had a look at Gman. We've had a look at some of his antics, and it's been nice having all of you come and have a conversation with me. I appreciate it, and I will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I will be talking about, but I would look for something to talk about now that I can come online and do the live streams.
But I'm not going to come. I'm not going to come if you're not going to sing, and Rich is not going to come either. That's going to be.
Come on now.
Your obligation.
Don't make me sing all the time.
It's not open to discussion, woman. It has to happen.
I'll sing with you.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, Richard. Okay.
I'll sing with you. No problem.
Okay, guys. Thank you all very much. I appreciate you all. Thanks for coming to watch, and be good. As far as I'm concerned, we can be good without God. We don't need a God to be good people. We can be good people without God. That's just me. So look up for number one. You got any last words?
No. You're the boss lady. You're the boss lady.
I'm quiet. Okay, Richard, you got any last words?
You're lovely for letting me on your show at all. Thank you.
You're welcome. Athangelo, you got any last words?
Yes, I appreciate you letting me in and having this chat here.
Thank you, Athangelo. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye. Bye-bye, everyone. There's the thingy.